Hey friends, welcome back. So today we are going to go over measuring your food with a food scale. So measuring and weighing. This food scale right here is something that we got from Amazon. It was about 10 bucks. You can find most food scales for around $10 to $20. They are super convenient and very nice to have. We just keep this on our countertop and it just keeps it super simple to weigh our food. Now, when it comes to weighing your food, there's a couple of rules of thumb. One of them is that I always recommend weighing in one unit of measurement. So either you're going to weigh all your food in grams, you're going to weigh all your food in ounces. I personally like to weigh all of my food in grams. And so what that means is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn my food scale on. So my food scale is now turned on. Now I want to know how much I'm going to eat a serving of white rice. So I'm going to give myself a serving of white rice. So if we're weighing in grams, we want to know how much weight the rice weighs. And roughly about 93 grams of weighed white cooked rice equals 30 grams of carbohydrate. Another way to look at it is if you use measuring cups, about a half a cup of cooked white rice equals about 30 grams of carbohydrate. So what I do is I take my measuring, if I'm eating out of a bowl or a plate, I would put that on here. I'm using a clear bowl right now so that you guys can see this. So I'm putting this on my scale first. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that it's not taking into account my Tupperware that I'm using to eat. So I put that on here first, and then I'm going to just press tar. Now tar is found on pretty much every single food scale that you will ever find, and all it does is it zeroes it out. So it's gonna bring it back to zero. I'm going to change my units to grams because that's what I use. And then I'm going to start putting my food into my container to get to 93 grams of white rice. So I'm at 78. Oop, I'm a little over. So this is what one serving of white rice looks like. It's a lot less than what you probably anticipate. And it's crazy, but this is why food scales are so important, is so that you get to actually physically see how much a serving size is. It's so much better than if you're using a guesstimation or you're just saying, oh, well, this is on my plate, so I'm gonna eat it. So this is about 30 grams of carbohydrate right here. And I'll smush up the rice so that you can see it. Maybe I will. This is for my meal prep this week. So 30 grams, 30 grams of carbohydrate is what we got. Now when it comes to weighing things like an apple, that's not something I would personally put on the scale. You can. So I could just tar this out again. And then I'm gonna put this on the scale and it's 112 grams. The thing with that is I'm not gonna eat the whole apple because I'm not gonna eat the core and all of that. So for me, I usually just guesstimate when it comes to fruits and vegetables, but you could essentially chop this apple and then do the same exact thing and put the slices in your container. That goes for your oats or for anything like we have just an array of vegetables here. You could say I have 30 grams of mixed veggies and see what that's like. When it comes to things like protein powder, don't put that on the scale. You don't need to be super specific with that. Just use whatever it says on the back. Scan it and use what it says on the back for a scoop. That's what I got for you when it comes to measuring with a scale.